Deborah Holmes, your station manager, live in studio and excited about being here. I tell you, it says get up out of your seat. I was moving in my seat, and I'm sure if you were driving along the highway or wherever you were, that song really got you to moving. And we are excited because the producer, writer, arranger, songwriter is here in studio in the person of Dwayne Vanzandt. Welcome to KSTL.
Thank you, Ms. Holmes. We're glad to be here today. We're ready to get up out of our seats.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I'm going to admonish my audience to certainly stay tuned for all of this hour because they will be hearing new music from your CD entitled
Straight from the Heart.
Straight from the Heart with Dwayne Vanzandt and Friends. And certainly we are grateful to you for sponsoring this hour, DEBRA Productions. Now, DEBRA Productions, that's your production company, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, so let's get to know you a little bit better. So tell us something about Dwayne.
I am a songwriter, producer, also a minister of music of our church.
What church?
Oakwood Church of God in Christ. Also, district minister of music in our district in Illinois Southeast jurisdiction, district number 8.
All right. And so you are no stranger then to the music arena.
No, not at all.
Okay, all right. So people have heard of Dwayne Vanzandt. You grew up in Alton?
Yes, I did.
Okay, now I know Alton, you can either be from East Alton or just Alton. So are you East Alton or just Alton?
Just Alton.
And I think I mentioned to you before that sometimes when I get across the river into Alton, it seems like I'm just going in circles and I always get lost.
But you can't get lost in Alton. All you have to do is follow the street. Sometimes they're veer to the right, veer to the left, but it's the same street.
It's the same. Right. I found that out too. And you can't just kind of go to the end of a block and think you can make a turn and you're going to end up back where you started from. It doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work.
But we've got, again, an exciting project that you've been working on. And is this your first CD?
It's the second.
The second one. All right. And this one is just being released this year?
Yes, it was released in January 2010.
Okay. And you've got a lot of friends and some of the instruments that have little solo parts and get up out of your seat. Tell us who was helping you out.
Okay, on the instrument side, we had Charles Quarles from St. Louis. He's the bass player. We had Charles Williams, they call him C3. He was the saxophone player, and he's from St. Louis. Also, we have Jimmy, I call him Jimmy Jam Small. His real name is Lorenzo, but he plays the percussions. And we had Otis Reddick Jr. on the drums. And we had myself on the keyboards. Also, we had Alfonso Harrod. He was doing vocoder. And we had a young lady out of Chicago, Latrivia Graham, and she played on the keys.
All right, so we're giving accolades to all of those who helped to truly make this project. That sounds good. I mean, that really is excellent.
Also, I forgot one more. We had on guitar, Ron Cross.
Ron Cross on guitar, all right. And the vocals, oh my God. Where did you find those voices?
They're from the Alton, St. Louis area.
Okay, you had YA,
she's from St. Louis.
Okay, as well as Deborah Riddle Springer.
She's from Alton.
Okay, and now the other background singers, I know YA and Deborah were featured in solo parts on that song, right?
Right.
And then you have other background singers, Keisha Whittier,
Latrivia Graham, Renee Jefferson, Nina Petty, Tina McFadden, and we had Kstl and Charity Williams. Also, we had Latrivia Graham
and Courtney Kiner.
My.
You know what, when you go in studio to do a project like this, now, do you have a studio?
No,
You had to go to,
we had to go to Fat Buddha Studios in St. Louis.
okay. So sometimes I hear people talk about being in the studio for so long or whatever. How do you get to this point of getting into studio? Do you do a lot of rehearsing ahead of time so that once you get to the studio, you want it to be as perfect as possible because you're paying by the hour for that studio time, okay? And you want as few retakes as possible?
That's right.
Okay, okay.
It took us 6 months rehearsing before we went into the studio.
All right, now that's what I need to know, okay? Because sometimes when you hear the finished product, you know, it's like, boy, I wonder how long it took them to get it that tight, you know? And when you get in studio, like I said, you want to make sure that you've got it right.
That's right.
So that's just a little heads up to folk who are out there who think that they can just go and do a one take and bam, it's done.
No, not so.
But even after you finish in the studio, there's another process where you got to do remixing and all of that, adding the bells and whistles.
Editing, you have to do mastering. Mastering is the last part of the project, but when you go in to record first, then you do your mixing, and after you do your mixing, then it's mastering, then it's the finished product.
Wow, wow. Now, who does all of that?
We had a guy at Fat Buddha, his name was Vanzandt, and he did the mixing and the mastering.
All right, all right. Well, see, I wanted to give credit to you. I wanted to know just exactly what you had to do.
I had to do the producing.
Producing, okay. So there again, for those of you who are working on projects, and you know, sometimes people think I can just do all of this by myself, but sometimes the end result shows that you didn't have any help, okay? And we may have to suggest that you go back to the drawing board because it's not quite where it needs to be.
That's right, that's
all
right.
right. So again, congratulations on this, your second release. And I noticed as well, reading about you like to take traditional songs or hymns or whatever and just kind of beef them up and put your own spin on them.
Right.
What
I
do
love
you
to do rearranging. I love to do that, to jazz it up a little bit, or put a little soul in it, or to put a little jazz in it, you know, just to beef it up, to make it sound different than it was.
All right, don't change the words. Just
No,
kind of,
don't change the words.
And people still can recognize that it's the original song.
Right.
But it's just got the Dwayne Vanzandt spin on it. Right?
Right.
So they will know that's a Dwayne Vanzandt remake, okay? So now on this project, because you've got several songs on this Straight from the Heart, you've got 11 different songs, and Dwayne Vanzandt, you are the writer for most of them. Did you have a little help on a couple of songs? The trivia grant?
Yes, at La Trivia. I also had YA. Also had Winetta Whittier. She's the pastor of Bishop Whittier in St. Louis.
Ron Whittier.
Ron Whittier.
Oh, how about that? Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got collaboration for both sides of the river on this project.
Right.
Very good. Well, once again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Deborah Holmes, live in the studio with our very special guest, the sponsor of this hour, Dwayne Vanzandt. Dwayne hails from Alton, Illinois, and he has a new CD project entitled Straight from the Heart. And during this hour, the songs that you hear, all of them are on this new CD. We've got more information for you and something exciting that's coming up. You'll get a chance to hear some of these songs performed live at a CD release service on September 18th. And so we don't want you to move the dials. We'll be right back after this message and this next song.